Again, I still feel like I've totally botched this up already, but we're gonna see how it goes. I know there's like a bunch of endings to the game, so following people isn't easy. I've almost lost sight of her. How many times? And just by walking through the park? If I didn't know any better, I'd say she was intentionally trying to make following her impossible. Oh, she is. You have to know she is. Zoe zips down a path to the right, breaking out into a dash. I round the corner after her. Oh! My foot gets caught on a stray branch in the path. Grumpily, I pull a twig out of my sock. Yeah, I have a feeling she totally knows. This is not my forte. Quietly, I sneak over to the path again. It's now devoid of anyone. Oh no, I've lost her. Did she see me following her? How could she not? I suck at this. Besides, I'm being totally unfair. This could all be just a huge coincidence. Ah! Out of reflex, I spin behind a tree. Zoe had just stepped out of a nearby bathroom, now fully changed in her casual clothing. She's also carrying a huge black bag over her shoulder. Okay, what's going on? She changed her clothes in a park bathroom? Zoe is moving swiftly through the park now, and making her way for the exit. She's going towards the station. My fallback plan was to claim I was enjoying a stroll in the park if she saw me, but if she's getting on the subway, there's no way that I can pretend I'm not following her. No, you can say you're going somewhere. I can't turn back now. I have to see what she's up to. Yeah, you have to. It's time. It's fucking time, man. I'm scared, though. Hello? I was barely able to get off at the same stop as Zoe, and now I've lost her altogether. And we're in, like, the massive fucking busy part of town. I nervously glance at my surroundings, at the strange place Zoe had got off at the subway for. This place is really scary. There's nothing but bars around here. I can't even imagine what this place looks like later at night. Because it's already apparently nighttime. Standing around in my school uniform, I really stick out like a sore thumb. I guess I should feel lucky it's not busy. But where did Zoe go? Wait, what was the name of that flyer that was circled? Was that tonight? Entropy Club? Which, to my luck, happens to be right in front of me. Ooh, luck have it! I step towards the Entropy Club. The barred doors and blackened windows don't allow a single glimpse of what's inside. My only indication that it's actually open for business is the music and the smell. Well, what's the smell? There's something so off limits about this place. Its entire street is, really. Something that screams, "You don't belong here, Iris! Go home, Iris!" I must be insane! I followed my sister, snooped in her room, and now I'm about to go into a seedy-looking bar for her. But I've come so far to just give up. Okay, here's the plan. I'll duck in, look for Zoe, and then get out before anyone says anything. I'm muttering to myself in this dingy place. Let's get this over with. Oh, I don't like this at all. I mean, it's not bad. And I mean, oh, wait, hold on. Is Zoe playing music? The smell of acrid cigarette smokes overwhelms my senses as soon as I enter the bar. I resist the urge to pull up my shirt over my nose. It's so dark in here that my eyes have to adjust before I can begin to find my way around. Everyone is facing away from the door, watching the stage. The bar is in a location further in, so I'm able to slip in unnoticed. Whew! Though I stick out like a sore goddamn thumb. I hug the back wall, scanning the bar for signs of Zoe when I see... I was right! No way! Is that Zoe? My eyes go wide as I see her up on stage, guitar in hand. She's softly singing into the microphone and playing while doing so. No way. Rooted in place, I quietly listen as her song washes over the bar. Well, I had theories about what her bag was, but now we know. I can't believe this beautiful song is coming from the same girl who seems to have a permanent scowl on her face. Zoe's smooth fingers glide along the guitar strings, playing it with a clearly practiced hand. Her voice is so warm, so soothing, that the bar and its few inhabitants fade around me. The lyrics ease along in tandem with the strumming of her guitar. Her harsh clothing is such a contrast to the gentleness of the song that in a strange way it almost seems to make it sweeter. I continue to listen, enraptured, as the girl that I learned was my little sister only a few days ago captivates the small audience with her singing, until all too soon the song tapers off. My surroundings rebound to reality as Zoe preps for the next song. Ooh, my goodness. So Zoe comes to these places to sing. Yeah, now we feel like an ass, don't we? How could I be so stupid? I jumped to so many conclusions about Zoe, and none of them were good. Guilt stabs into me. I timidly remove my eyes from the girl on stage. I'm the worst. No wonder she doesn't like me. Hey, little lady. Huh? I look up and aware that someone is addressing me. A man is next to me by the wall, leaning in towards me. How long has he been there? Oh, this guy's skeevy. I don't like him. You're a little young to be in this place, you know. The uniform? Or is that your kink? Ugh, his breath stinks of alcohol. I hold back a gag as he advances closer, now leaning on the wall with his arm. Can I get you a drink? If you're not legal, I don't mind buying. No, thank you, please. Just gonna... The man leans in even more, and I take a step back. Eep! I'm trapped between him and the corner between the wall and a large table. My heart starts to pound in my chest. I knew coming to this goddamn shady bar would be a bad idea. Jeez, relax. I'm obviously trying to do something nice for you. I flinch as the man's voice raises. My eyes dart around for an exit. He's got me pinned here. Please just leave me alone. Chill out. I'm just offering you a drink. The man sneers at me, but doesn't move away. In fact, he's moving even closer. You're the one dressed like that in a bar. What do you think guys are gonna do, huh? That's not cool. On the verge of tears, I look down at my feet. I hear the man chuckle. Come on, just one drink. The man stumbles and harshly grabs my arm as he almost trips. Ah, fuck! I shut my eyes tight as I almost fall. The man's grip is like a vice on my wrist as he tries to steady himself. Why did I come here? Why did I follow Zoe to this place? Is this what I deserve? For thinking the worst in Zoe? Karma! Please just leave me alone. Get the hell away from her. Whoa! My eyes shoot open as a voice shouts through the suddenly very quiet bar. It's then that I finally register the lack of music. Oh my god. Up on the stage, Zoe's now standing up, looking right at us. Her eyes are dangerously focused, and her chest heaves in and out at a rapid pace. Zoe? What? I said get away from her. What the hell? I was just talking to her. Zoe unhooks her guitar from the amp, resulting in an ear-stinging pitch throughout the bar. I'm warning you. Zoe grips her guitar like a bat as she hops off the stage, quickly advancing towards us. Now every eye in the bar is turned towards us, watching the spectacle. The man stumbles back as Zoe's almost on us. Whatever, crazy bitch. The man retreats, mumbling obscenities and throwing his arms in the air. What in blazes are you doing? A short, red-faced man in a vest storms over. He's glaring daggers at Zoe, who stares back. Getting off the stage and harassing my customers? Are you mental? I took a leap of faith letting you in here. I want you gone now. Whatever, this place blows. Let's go, Iris. Oh. Not daring to speak a word, I follow Zoe out of the bar. The squat man voices his outrage at us the entire trek out. Man, I just ruined her God, I am a horrible fucking sister. Once we're a short ways from the bar, Zoe stops, turning to face me. My heart is pounding so fast from the encounter that I'm starting to shake a little. Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm just, not used to that. It's probably a good thing that you're not. Now then, why are you following me, Iris? Zoe puts a hand on her hip, twisting her mouth into a scowl. I look away, not able to meet her accusatory gaze. Um, um, oh my god. Okay. Well, this is. She's smart enough to know that if I said this, I'd be lying. Like, it is not just a fucking coincidence that I'd just be following her. No, no, no. So we gotta just be honest with her. She is our sister. She might understand. Because she. You were coming home late, and then I found flyers for bars in your room. So you really were snooping around in my room. Crap. I was really worried. You've been missing classes, and I wasn't sure if you'd gotten mixed up into something dangerous or not. But I'm the one who was in the wrong. I made some really bad assumptions about you. Oh, at least we're being honest. I'm really sorry. You get down on your knees and fucking apologize harder. I hang my head. I don't know what else to say. Zoe probably really hates me now, and with good reason. I'm sorry I worried you. Huh? Hi, you are? I guess it did look suspicious coming out here. That's an understatement, but I'm not going to push it. Zoe shrugs. Truth be told, I'm not even totally sure what I'm doing. You're not? Zoe shakes her head and then looks around. Listen, how about we get out of this place first? I nod in agreement. Okay, she understands. I knew she'd understand. I lag behind Zoe as we walk, my eyes downcast. Zoe had changed back into her uniform in the park bathroom, stating the smell of the cigarette smoke sticking to her other clothes was making her feel sick. I can't help but let out a heavy sigh. The day's events really wore me out. I guess that's to be expected. It's been a roller coaster of emotions all day. Oh no, the silent. Here, you should sit down. Zoe leads me to a bench. I'm not physically tired, but I comply. Sitting on a bench doesn't sound so bad. Oh, okay. To my surprise, Zoe sits down next to me too. I'm sorry I got you in trouble with that guy. You didn't get me into trouble. If I hadn't been there, that guy wouldn't have made you leave. The manager, that guy was a creep anyway. We sit in silence for a while I collect my thoughts. Weirdly, the one on the forefront of my mind isn't having to prowl through strange bars or that weird guy, but instead the amazing feeling of seeing Zoe up on stage. Why are you smiling like that? You're kind of weirding me out. I'm just so happy. I finally get to sit down and talk to you like this, and on top of that, I found out you're an amazing singer. What? I'm not. I only sing because I couldn't get a gig by doing just guitar. I was really surprised. Your voice is so beautiful. Stop complimenting me. It's embarrassing. Zoe rubs the back of her neck, staring off into the park. She seems like she's going to say something, but then she stops, furrowing her brow. Then she moves to rise off the bench. Instinctively, I grab her wrist. Can we stay like this for a little while longer? If we go back to the apartment, you're not gonna hate me again, are you? Look, I don't hate you. Zoe stiffly crosses her arms, giving me a weak excuse. Despite trying my best not to, I feel a scowl creeping up on my face. I don't, when I first learned about you and your life, you seemed like some totally pampered girl. It's not your fault. I feel stupid for even being mad now. Zoe trails off, looking anywhere but in my general direction. After a long silence, it seems Zoe isn't going to say anything more. I decide to assure her. Well, now we could put all that behind us. But you really shouldn't be going to places like that. I need to make money. Money? What for? Zoe gestures to her guitar, which is leaning against the bench in the grass. I left all my equipment at school when I came here. I need money to buy good stuff, but more importantly, I'll get rusty if I don't play. I thought if I did a few free shows, the owner might overlook my age and pay me. But obviously that's not gonna happen. Oh, just make me feel even worse, huh? I'm sorry. Don't be. It's not a huge loss. But playing in bars, I thought it would be a good idea to play and make some money. You could have just told me. Would you really have accepted that I wanted to play in bars for money? I didn't want to risk you crying to Dad. I would have accepted that you wanted to play, Zoe. There's gotta be other ways to do it. Your school doesn't have a music department for anything that's not classical. I also don't want to disturb people in our apartment by practicing there. But there's gotta be a better way than this. If I wanted to, I could fall in with some kids who are just doing it as a hobby, but that doesn't really solve my money problem. And I have nowhere to earn legitimately because I'm not old enough. I just blew my shot with the one guy seedy enough to let me play. Why would I pay? I'll have to waste the next 2 years just doing nothing. Zoe was so stressed out that she'd go to these lengths. Making up my mind, I turned to face Zoe. Okay, Zoe, I'll help you. You will? Of course. What are sisters for after all? Aww. Zoe stares at me at a loss for words. I can't help but chuckle at how silly she's being. Of course I'll help her. We can start up a club at school. Maybe I can join, as the manager or something. It'll be fun. You'll let me use your name on applications? Huh? Oh, thank you. Iris, I'm so sorry I judged you. Before I can protest, Zoe gives me the most radiant smile I've ever seen. Then if it couldn't get any more amazing, Zoe wraps her arms around me in a hug. Applications? You can only play in most of these places if you're old enough. With your name, I'll be able to pass the background screening no problem. I might even be able to get in with a band. That would be some seriously good luck. Zoe mutters her future plans as I wait for my head to stop spinning from the contact of her warm, gentle hug. Am I really the star for affection? And more importantly, what did I just agree to? Oh, I guess we could put our name on stuff. It's fine. Or she could put our name on stuff. It's cool. Either way. Oh, I'm so relieved that that wasn't a total fucking horrible white wash of a... I packed my books and stationery as the final bell rings. School is over at last. I rise to my feet and head towards the door, hoping to catch Zoe before she leaves. Just as I begin to walk away from my desk, however, someone blocks my path. Iris, do you have a minute? Oh, of course. I walk to the side and allow my other classmates to pass. Once it's just my teacher and I, he begins to talk. Iris, I just wanted to talk to you about your score on the chemistry test from the other day. Oh no, you do? I do, and going by the look on your face, I'd say you know exactly what I'm going to say. I grimace as I think about how badly I must have performed on the test. Between moving out and moving in with my suddenly announced little sister, my mind was anywhere but on the exam. Iris, need I remind you that you are one of the top candidates for Lilium's prestigious scholarship? You can't afford to let your marks fall. Your eligibility is entirely dependent on your grades. I realize that, I really do, but... But what? You have more important things to do? This is your future we're talking about. Whatever is going on in your life, you can't afford to throw away this opportunity. If you continue to do poorly, you will have your scholarship revoked. Don't forget that. Before I can respond, my teacher walks off, leaving me alone to reflect on what he said. So I really did that badly, huh? I was worried that my home situation might affect my grades, but I didn't think it was that bad. I need to do something about this. I grabbed my belongings and turned the head towards the door once more. What a jerk. I'm glad he doesn't teach my class. No, he's not a... Whoa, hold on, Zoe! When did you get here? About the time that good-for-nothing started laying into you. Who does he think he is, anyway? So your mark slipped a little. That's no reason to get bent out of shape. No, it might be hard to hear, but he was right. I am eligible for a scholarship that this school provides. If I don't keep my grades perfect, it could go to someone else. He just cares about my future, that's all. If you say so. Anyway, forget about that. Were you waiting for me? Waiting for you? Look at her flush! Oh! Well, you usually go right home after school, right? Could it be that you actually wanted to walk with your big sister home? Don't get so full of yourself, and quit with the big sister thing. I just happened to be passing by when I saw you being lectured, that's all. Oh, I see.
Sure it is. I let out a deep sigh.
I guess you're right. I shouldn't get so full of myself. My grades are dropping, my home life has been warped beyond my control, and my own sister hates me. I have no reason to feel proud of myself.
God, that got depressing real quick. My shoulders droop more and more as I speak. While I don't truly believe what I just said, I don't think it's too far off from the truth either. This could very well be an important crossroads in my life.
Oh, come on, you don't have it that bad. It was only one test, wasn't it? And it's not like I really hate you or anything.
I shake my head.
It's okay, Zoe. You don't need to comfort me. What I should be doing right now is studying, not fishing for sympathy. I'm going to head home. I'll understand if you want to go a different way than me.
I push past Zoe and head toward the door once more.
Is she gonna follow us?
Yes, she is! Once we leave the school, Zoe and I continue our walk together. We're as close to together as the two of us seem to get. Zoe walks a few steps behind me, far enough away that we could be strangers, but not so far that we might get separated. When I stop, she stops, and when I continue, so does she. What is Zoe today? A lost puppy? Or a stalker? I slow to a halt.
Say, Zoe? Yes? How long are you going to keep following me like this? I'm not following you. We do happen to live in the same building, remember? Oh.
I start walking once again. Once we reach an intersection, I begin to take a left turn where I should have taken a right.
You still don't remember the way back. You were supposed to go right. I'm not going straight home, okay?
I see. I keep walking the path away from our home, leaving Zoe at the intersection alone. At first, she just stands there, watching me walk away.
After a few seconds, however, I hear her footsteps creeping up behind me. I thought you said you weren't following me. I'm not. I just happened to be, making a detour on my way home, too. Whatever you say. Well, I'm going this way, so... I like smoothies. What? Huh? Smoothies. I like them. Okay. There's a place around here that sells them, right? Will you take me? I mean, I did ask her to do that when she first got here.
I turn around to face Zoe. As always, she looks dead serious. There isn't an ounce of joy or compassion in her voice or on her face. Despite that, I can't help but think back to our first meeting where I awkwardly asked her to go out for smoothies. You mean because I invited you before? Don't misunderstand. I just feel like a smoothie. Will you take me or not? I stare at Zoe blankly. While her words are as cold as ever, I dare to think that she might be inviting me out. In her own way, that is. Her own cold, hard way.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I'll definitely take you. Great.
Zoe turns around and walks toward our home, which is in the same direction as the smoothie and ice cream store I had in mind.
They have ice cream too! Hey, wait, if you know where it is, why do you need an escort?
Zoe says nothing and continues walking. Oh my god.
I love this story. It's so adorable.